Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. I'm one of your hosts, Jay Renee.
Hey guys, I'm Kiki J.
You know what? Trying to come with the fun, and she's just like, whatever. Anyway, y'all, we are so thankful that you leaned in to our last little series that we were talking about work, perimenopause in the workplace. We got such a great response. You all know exactly what we mean and exactly what we talk about, and we just wanted to say thanks before we got started.
Yes, thanks guys for all the support, comments. We appreciate every follow, every subscribe. So just keep doing it, keep spreading the word about this pod so our community can continue to grow.
Yes, yes, yes. And with that, y'all, it's time for a new topic, a new series or whatever. So we wanted to talk about your image. How do you look now that perimenopause has come, set up shop, and doing its thing? Excuse me, sorry.
We're talking about the physical changes that nobody told you would happen once you entered perimenopause.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell us anything was happening. They didn't tell us about perimenopause, so we're figuring this out as we go along.
Exactly. So as
yes.
teenagers, if you had like a favorite aunt or older woman in church or in the community or the neighborhood, somebody that you'd always see, and then it seemed like 1 minute she looked a certain way, and then it's almost like overnight she changed. Like, why is she looking like that? Why is her
Yeah.
face looking like that?
Mhm.
Chances are perimenopause hit that sister, and it brings about so many changes. Like Kiki said, things that people don't talk about. So when we talk about these images, we are going to start first and foremost. Kiki, what we start with is we can do weight. Because listen, we're going to be covering hair,
lot.
skin, nails, body, everything, because it all changes. Even sweating. Even you change how you sweat. But
Change how you smell.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? Let's take it from the top. Let's start with weight.
Yes.
Now, we all know in the African American community, weight, especially the Southern African American community, weight is always a topic amongst women.
You cannot walk into a room full of aunties who have known you for a long time. Oh, girl, you sure getting fat.
Been there. Hey, how you?
That's the greeting.
How you do? Yeah, with the mouth. And listen, it starts. People think that it starts. When you're an adult, it starts when you're a child. Y'all, we hear it all the time. Baby fat, puppy weight,
Yes,
baby weight.
when you grow off to college, that 15
That
pounds you
freshman
gain.
15.
And then when you're in a relationship, oh, that's that new love weight.
Yep. It's
Always.
Yeah, and y'all, and it's not made to be seen in a positive light.
No.
It's always negatively associated with something that you'd rather not be a part of. And with that, as you get older, perimenopause, it affects that image as well.
It does. Because one of the things we've talked about before, cortisol levels. So your cortisol levels are higher. That's that body stress hormone, and it controls like your body holding weight. So I know Jay Renee doesn't have this problem, but I have belly fat. She has this figure, boom, bam, boom. And see, I don't have that.
Hello,
So,
everyone.
girl, please.
What do you mean?
Whatever.
What do you mean?
You do not have a belly.
Ooh, sorry. Ooh.
No belly. No, ma'am, it's not there. I'm not gonna stand up and show you mine. I'm not doing that to myself today. But it is
She's
there.
fine, you guys.
But it's there. And it will not go away. I have lost weight. I can do crunches. I can, do whatever. That belly fat sits right there. And I know it's been called a fupa, and I probably have that.
No, fupa stands for what is it? No, what's the first word? Holes? Fat?
Fat.
Okay, fat under your pelvic area.
I don't think that's what that P stands for.
Draw your own conclusion.
I think you have the wrong P there.
She does not have a fupa. We've heard the different terms. We've heard fupa. We've heard minnow belly. We've heard postpartum weight gain, even though you haven't had a baby or whatever.
My baby is 28 years old and that belly's still living there. That's my excuse.
It's a symptom of depression. Listen, perimenopause, it causes these things.
Yes, it
and
does.
there are things that you can do. You may not see any results off the bat. But there
Mhm.
are certain things you can do. But again, when we're talking about weight, I wonder, Kiki, why is it so prevalent in our community that anything that's associated with weight gain, like being robust? Yes, I am a very buxom person. I mean, that's just what it is. Shout out to Dr. Joe R. and Professor Teresa K. Thomas. That's what they gave me. I have to use what I have and make sure that everything is distributed. I have a figure eight. And
Mhm.
with that figure eight, my brother used to say all the time, like, "Oh yeah, I have an hourglass figure." Jeremy would be like, "Yeah, they put about what? How much extra sand in there?" I'm like, the nerve. But as I got older, I realized weight and the way you look means a lot,
Mhm.
especially in our community,
Yes.
especially amongst women, especially
Yes.
amongst one
Women
another.
can be so mean, and I saw
Mhm,
something recently in the media. Vivica Fox was talking about how her appearance has changed. We know she's
mhm,
had facial stuff, but,
mhm,
like, it looks like in the last several years, she's gained weight, and she said, "I'm a woman of a certain age. Of course, I don't look like I did 20, 30 years ago,"
mhm,
and I think people don't think about that. Like, as you age, yes, you're gonna gain weight, especially in perimenopause
mhm,
when your, hormone levels are changing. It's so hard. You
mhm,
can go to the gym every day, you can eat a consistent diet, drink your water, take your collagen, your hormone, all this stuff, and your weight still doesn't change. Like you're at the gym every day getting it.
mhm.
And you go home and get on the scale, you weigh 2 pounds more than you did when you went to the gym. Why? How
Okay.
was that possible?
But for me, I'm going to say, and I'm going to let you all know, I think that's where one of the issues comes in, looking at the scale.
That's true.
Y'all know how much we're constantly bobbing our head in prayer looking at that scale after you exercise 2 days? Oh, let me see. I ain't doing that. Oh, I lost a pound. Let me go reward myself by
With a
getting some
cake.
Talent.
Yes, honey. Go to Chick-fil-A and get that cookie. Yes.
Yes, or going to Publix and getting some Talenti, gelato, just anything that would make you feel better about seeing that number diminish.
Mhm.
I think it's all about a mindset.
It is for
Get
sure.
away. First things
Mhm.
first, y'all, get away from the scale.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
away from the scale. I have 3 bathrooms in my home. There is a scale in every bathroom.
I have a scale in 2 of mine.
Y'all, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
it
Well,
is.
why are
It
we
is.
like that?
Because we've been trained. It's like your weight, that number means something.
Hmm.
And in reality, it doesn't. I think if you're doing your best, if you're working out, if you're eating the way you're supposed to eat for your body. We talked
Hmm.
about that before. Drink your water
Hmm.
and stretch and all these things, that number doesn't really matter.
Right. Unlearned. It's about unlearning a lot of the behaviors that we were taught by our people because that's what they knew.
Mhm.
But then even some of the stuff that they knew they didn't tell us, hence the podcast from Hot Love Hot Flashes. So
Exactly.
it's getting to the point where you recognize this is what works for me. Now
Mhm.
don't get it twisted. In perimenopause, we did an episode, consistency is key. You have to be consistent. If
Mhm.
you're gonna go walking, be consistent in your walking. Make it a brisk walk. Don't make it a, oh, let me do a stroll and scroll at the same time. And when I say stroll, I mean taking an evening stroll. Make it worth your while.
Mhm.
Get a partner to work out with. Find somebody that can be an accountability counterpart for you. So get that motivation.
Mhm.
It's a lot of unlearned behavior, and there are little things that you can do to kind of get yourself to where you want to be. But the first things first, you got to stop looking at that scale.
You do, and it's hard for me because 'cause I'm like, "Oh my gosh, have I lost any weight? Have I lost?" And it's one of those things, that's one of those mindsets,
Mhm.
that you have to get out of, and also stop being so self-critical. I will look in the mirror, "Oh, my face looks fat today. Oh, my arms are fat." You see I have on this little sleeveless top. There was a time I would not have my arms out because they're big. Girl, it's too hot in South Georgia to be worried about a fat arm,
Your arm is
okay?
not big. Y'all, this is a big arm. You see the scar? Look at that. Look at that. Full
It's
disclosure.
there.
That's a
It's
big
there.
arm. You're not
It's
trying. And
But,
then
like I said, that's again being self-critical, and I have to let that go. Like, I am perfectly fine exactly the way I am. I was telling Jay Renee before we started, I was looking at a picture from a few years ago, and my face was real round. I'm like,
she's so
"Why
cute.
is my face so fat, and why didn't you tell me that my face looked like that before I lost this weight?"
And her face was not fat, y'all. Her face she still is pretty. It was just like a pretty,
Just
she's just so
round,
cute.
just round.
You know what?
But,
Anyway.
it's a mindset, and I think that's the
Right.
thing, is getting out of my own head. As long as I'm healthy when I go
Mhm.
to the doctor, my numbers look good,
Mhm.
I'm consistent.
Mhm.
I think that's what's important. We have got to get over the scale and the
Right.
weight and, how much I weigh.
And we gotta get over people.
Yes.
Full disclosure, you guys, I still have looks when I wear shorts.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm a buxom person. I'm very curvy. I'm very hippie. I have people, family members, oh, why do you have that
Well,
on? Because I feel like it, because it makes me feel good, and because I know that I look decent.
mhm.
I know that I look good. I know I look acceptable to me and to
Yes.
my husband.
Yes. That's
Full
all that
stop.
matters.
Full stop.
Honey, that is all
Anyone
that matters.
anyone else, that is a you problem. That is a
Exactly.
they problem, you guys.
Ex
Spaghetti straps, arms out. If you feel it, do it. Don't be what are they gonna say? Oh my gosh,
exactly.
she got those arms out. They're gonna
And
say it
who
anyway.
cares? At this point of our lives, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Wear what you want to wear, look how you want to look. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. We
Mhm.
have talked about this self-confidence before.
Mhm.
You have to lean into that confidence and
Mhm.
just be you. Make sure you're being healthy. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. There's so many things out there all these things that talk about how to lose that minnow belly and
Mhm.
all that. And you can try that. But
Right.
what happens if it doesn't work or it's not going to happen overnight? So
Mhm.
you just have to deal with the belly that you have today and
Right.
stop being so critical and stop letting the aunties and grandmas and everybody
Yes.
tell you how you're supposed to look.
Yes, and do it for your overall health. There are apps
Mhm.
out there. I had a friend of mine, she did an app called Couch to 5K because she wanted to run.
Mhm.
She was a little chunky and
Mhm.
she got that app, y'all, Couch to 5K. She started running. Never thought I would see it. There are other apps out there. My Fitness Pal. I use My Fitness Pal because it helps taking like 2 minutes, 3 minutes out of my day and logging my water intake, my exercise. When I'm in the sauna, I just boop, 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 do it, see how many steps I have, keep it moving. There's so many things out there that can help you. And a lot of women say, well, I don't know how to get started.
You just have to get
You
started.
just have to get
You just
started.
have to get started. Take small steps. You
Mm-hmm.
have to do it. Say, I'm going to go for a walk today and
Mm-hmm.
walk. It doesn't have to be 2 miles, 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Walk for 30 minutes, walk for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just start and increase every day. Okay, today I only did 10 minutes. Tomorrow do 15. The
Right.
next day do 20.
Right.
You have to set your own pace. Don't let somebody else tell you that you're not doing enough.
Right.
You are the person that is in control of your body. You
Mm-hmm.
have body autonomy. So
Right.
you are the one who sets that goal. Like,
Right.
this is what I'm going to do. Hold yourself accountable and do it.
And while you're setting those goals and increasing and doing certain things, you can also decrease as
Mhm.
well.
If
If
it gets
you are
too
a
much.
so yeah, and if you're a soda lover, for example, if you love, oh, I gotta have my Coke, I gotta have my Diet Coke, gotta have my Coke Zero. Stop it.
Mhm.
Stop it.
Mhm.
If you gotta have it, if you have one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just have one for breakfast and dinner.
Mhm.
Skip one.
Yeah.
And then just have one for breakfast. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I
Mhm.
feel funny. I have a cousin who used to love Mountain Dew. Girl,
Mm.
Mountain Dew was her
Mhm.
jam. She had a
Yeah.
Mountain Dew every single day, more than once a
Mhm.
day for a couple of
Yep.
decades. Y'all, when this woman stopped drinking her Mountain Dew, in 2 days, she lost, I think she said, 10 pounds. 2 days while she
Mhm.
was at work.
Yeah.
And she was like, "I can't believe it." And she was a healthy person. She's still a
Mhm.
healthy person, but her weakness was soda.
Yep.
And
And the
when sh
caffeine and the sugar,
Yes,
you just don't know what it's doing to your body.
right.
You have to be
It's the
mindful.
little things,
Mhm.
and you can replace that. Replace that soda for, a light juice or Gatorade or
Mhm.
Propel to get to the water. "I don't like the way water tastes." Water is tasteless. "I don't like the way water smells." Water is odorless. If you got water running around it and it smells and it tastes a certain way, madam, you
Yes.
need to be checking on that.
Get a filtration system.
Yes, y'all, it's the little things you can do, but you have to start, and I guarantee you the weight will change. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be like it's going to be,
Yeah.
and you just have to lean into it and be confident.
Mhm.
Whenever you think we did another session, confidence is key.
Yep.
You need to be able to look. Remember Stuart Smalley? I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. You can look in the mirror. I'm that bitch. I'm that one,
All day.
yeah,
Even with my big belly.
yeah, non-existent. But, the weight issue, the cortisol, and one more little trick before we go. When we talk about cortisol levels, to bring your cortisol levels down, do you know that this is scientifically proven? If you stick your tongue out and hold your tongue out for 40 seconds a day, your cortisol levels will reduce drastically. Ask me how. Don't ask me. Look it up. But just holding your tongue out, just like,
My tongue don't come out that far, it's short.
okay. So with that, Kiki, anything else? Listen, thank you all for joining us for this week's episode. We are talking about image shifts. Image shifts in your body, what that looks like, how it affects everything from your brain to, weight. Listen, that weight, get off of that scale.
Mhm.
Get away from the scale. You'd be surprised how much better you feel,
Yes.
if you do that.
Yes.
Anything else with this week, Kiki?
I think that's it.
Well, that's all we have, honey. Kiki and her short tongue. So until next time, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe everywhere. From Hot Girls to Hot Flashes.
Bye,
We'll see you
flashers.
later.